take whatever new questions that were not asked before in previous sessions, and we can put them on Hajj Council's FAQs, inshallah, so people can benefit and share with others. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. My name is Farid Adloni, and I'll be one of the guides, inshallah. There will be accompanying Rawaf Mina, along with some of the mashayikh that you can see here on the screen. We have Sheikh Dr. Hassan Abu Nar, Imam Muhammad Juban, Sheikh Yasser Fazaqa, Sheikh Dr. Yahya Sufi, Sheikh Abdul Rauf Khawaldi, and Brother Farid Adloni, which is me. There has been a lot of development that took place the last couple of days, and we wanted to make sure that you guys are updated, since now the packages are being offered online on Nusuk, and there is about like 14 direct Hajj service providers that were licensed by the Hajj ministry to perform Hajj, and I'm sure you can probably go and browse all of them and see, and you're probably confused which package I should choose. We'll try, inshallah, to cover today which package you should select and which company to go with. We chose to go with the direct Hajj service provider, Rawaf Mina, because for the simple fact that the Hajj ministry awarded them the #1 for their service, they ranked #1 for the best service provided for year 2025. And also, we personally worked with them for the last 3 years, and we've seen the progress they have made and the experience this company has under their belt. It makes us comfortable that we promote their packages. Of course, #1, the first thing people look at is the budget, because it is liman istata'a ilayhi sabila, for those who can afford to perform Hajj. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they tie their Hajj with luxury. And if they say, well, if I cannot go 5 stars and I cannot go near the haram and I cannot, be near the Jamarat, I'm not going to do Hajj. And this is, Allah knows best, but up to my limited religious knowledge, that things like this, I don't believe is an acceptable reason on the Day of Judgment. You can't not perform Hajj simply because you need a 5-star luxury hotel near the haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask you about the 6 days you perform Hajj, which is from 8th Dhul Hijjah until the 12th or 13th Dhul Hijjah. And that's really what matters. If you are physically healthy and capable, what's a little bit of a hardship so you can get, eternal happiness and reward for the rest of our lives? Many people from our Muslim brothers are suffering all over the world right now in a way we can't even imagine. And they are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his bounties and favors. So the least we can do is, do not let this type of issues control us going to Hajj or not. But if you can financially afford the packages that we are displaying right now, we went and we looked at what we think is needed based on our 27 years of experience guiding people to Hajj. So we chose the best packages we can to offer to you with variety of budget, inshallah, that will be affordable. So the second thing is, the deciding factor is your health. It depends how physically healthy you are. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed you with no issues or minor issues, I recommend that you start walking on a daily basis between now and Hajj, about like 10,000, 12,000 steps. Even outside Hajj, it's very healthy. It's very good for you to walk. And may Allah give all of us healthy and long life. And so for that, if you are healthy, then it doesn't matter which of the packages we're going to be talking about for you to choose. And we already covered why we chose this specific Hajj provider to work with, which is Rawaf Mina. Alhamdulillah, the people that are running Rawaf, some of them have over our 27 years of experience in Hajj, and they covered multi aspects of Hajj. And this is what we are going to recommend right now the following three packages, and which is Rawaf 101, Rawaf 202, and Rawaf 201. And in a minute, inshallah, I will display a map for you that will explain to you where everything is and why we chose it. The expensive package they have, which is Rawaf 101, which includes a 5-star hotel in Medina called Pullman Zamzam. Let me maybe zoom in a little. My mouse is very sensitive. I apologize. So Pullman Zamzam in Medina, and I will show you where that map is, and also Marriott in Mecca. Perhaps I can show you right here. So in Mecca, that's where Pullman Zamzam is, and it is almost about 400 meters away from the Haram. And in Medina, Pullman Zamzam is only 200 meters away from the Haram. I will go to, I guess, a Zoom, or maybe we can do here a Google Earth. And this is the masjid in Medina, the Prophet's masjid, alayhi salatu wassalam. And that's where Pullman Zamzam is. So basically, if you get out of the hotel, walk 200 meters, you are technically in the courtyard of the masjid. And this is where the dome is, the green dome is. That's where the mihrab of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. So the imam will be lining up here. So technically you need to be in the back of that area right here for you to line up for prayer. But Pullman Zamzam is only 200 meters away from the Haram. And as for in Mecca, let's see where Marriott is. Marriott is right here. And if you see, there is like in here, there is like a hallway, a pathway, small street, and they have carts right in here. So what the cart does, you just get out of the hotel, get in the cart, and it goes from the back, and they drop you off right here. But the entire distance is 400 meters. That's all it is. It's 400 meters. So this is for this package, which is their luxury package. The departure is on the 17th, plus or minus a day. And the return is June 1st, this is the shortest package available right now. It's $9,750, roughly speaking. We did currency exchange, but what's being offered online is 36,334 riyals. You start in Medina. You spend 3 nights from 1 to 4 Dhul Hijjah. Then from 4 to 17, actually it's not 4 to 17, 4 Dhul Hijjah till the 8th Dhul Hijjah, you will be in the hotel. And then from 8 to 13, you will be in the camps. The nice thing about this package is on the day of Eid, when you do your tawaf and sa'i, you can always come back to your room, take a shower, change your clothes, and then go back to the camps. The second package we chose, which is what is called a shifting package. That means you start in Medina, but in Mecca, you switch your hotels. First, you start in a 3-star hotel away from the Haram, and then you move to a 5-star or a 4-star hotel that is near the Haram. The hotel they chose, or we chose for you, there are 2, and the package 201 and 202, and I'll show you why we chose those packages. Now, some of the things that, there are hotels that are closer to the Haram, but we didn't choose them because we do understand the difficulty that you are going to go through during the days of Hajj. So based on our experience, we chose those hotels, which is Ibis and Nasmat, which both of them are right here on the top. Let me zoom a little bit more. So basically, once you're done stoning, you can continue walking to these hotels. So the hotels are at a walking distance. Also, after you're done stoning, right in this area, there are buses that will take you to the parking facility, and they can stop you here as well. These buses are offered by the Ministry of Hajj, not by Rawaf Mina. They are public transportation. So even if that transportation is not available, it's still about 2.3 kilometers away, which is like about a mile and a half. So it is walkable distance for you to go to these buildings. And these hotels have easy access. There will be transportation provided, and it will take you right to this area, which is a parking facility provided by the Ministry of Hajj. And it's only like about 400-500 meters from the Haram. And that's why we chose the Ebis, and we chose the Nasamat or Nasma hotel for shifting. So basically, you'll spend in Medina 4 to 7 Dhul Hijjah. 7 Dhul Hijjah, you go down to Mecca, and you will spend from the 7th, technically, you will come do your Umrah. And then the next day, you will put your Ihram on again, and you will go to Mina. You spend in Mina from 8 to 13 Dhul Hijjah. Then when Hajj is over, you come back to the Ebis Hotel or Nesma Hotel, and you spend a day getting ready, and then the next day on the 15th Dhul Hijjah, inshallah, you would go and either to Tilal, which is a 4+ or a 5-star hotel. You spend 5 nights in Mecca, and also, or you spend it in Marriott in Mecca. And let's go back to the map again, actually the Google Earth one. And this is where, as we said, Marriott, and Tilal is right here. It's right on the, actually make it on the upper left-hand corner so you can definitely see. And I stayed in Tilal last year. When you walk out of Tilal, there is a walkway here that connects from the Sheraton Hotel. And when you come down, technically you are in the Haram expansion, where you can just pray your Salah. The only difficulty the only time you need to walk to the Haram is when you do your farewell tawaf, which is about 500-meter walk. But most of the time, it is extremely difficult during Hajj days to pray within the Haram, and most people pray in the expansion. So for Tilal, the expansion is fantastic. Just go across the walkway, come down just a couple of minute walk, and you will be in the Haram area for your prayers. So based on that, we chose the 3 programs that we have, which is, excuse me one second. That's what happens when you have multiple screens open. You just forget where you are anymore. So the 3 programs, again, we chose were based on our experience, which is more comfortable for you, and which is closer. So if you do not want to do a lot of walking, or you don't want to do shifting, our recommendation is package 101. And if you financially, your budget is within, and remember, these prices do not include the sacrifice, the qurbani, and do not include the airfare. And we will touch base about airfare in a minute. Some of these packages have airfare built in them. That means you've got no choice but to choose that package. And when we chose that package, we chose it because it has multiple gateways. And they had from Dallas, they had from Los Angeles, from Chicago, from Houston. And this is why we chose Rawaf 101. because of the multiple packages. There is one more thing that most people are not aware of, and that is the number of packages that are available. We chose these packages because there is abundance of packages of seats available on those packages. What happens a lot of times, people will go online and they will see a package they like and they say, okay, you know what, fine, I want it. What they don't understand or what they're not aware of is maybe there's only 50 packages available from this specific package. And you will have about 400 people that are after this package, if not more. Last year, there were about 700 people are after a package that only had 30 seats. There will be a lot of challenges present when you go online. For those who, I can see some of the names that attempted to perform Hajj last year, and they know how difficult it is to get through Nusuk's platform when the time comes for you to book a package. It's really very tough. From the US, the first phase, there's only 3,362. That's the US allotment. But there will be about perhaps 30,000 people that are attempting to grab those 3,362. So from the beginning, you have 10% chance or 15% chance to log in. And then if you are choosing a package that has 500 people, but there is only 50 seats, that means you only have 10% chance of a 10% chance before the quota is over, which is a 1% chance. Because of that, when we chose these packages, Rawaf, by the way, has many packages offered. But we looked at the packages that are good budget, good hotels, has advantages as well as disadvantages, but its advantages outweighs its disadvantages. And also that has plenty gateways and plenty seats available. Like right now, for example, Rawaf 101, we know there is so far about 200 people that want it, but we know they have over that number of seats. That means if you are from the 15% that are blessed to get into Nusuk system, you have 100% chance right now, as of this minute, to get the Rawaf 101 booked. The same thing with 202 and 201. So again, these things you do not know because you don't know how many of each packages are being offered, but we do because of our relationship with Rawaf, and we are also working with them. So this is all the packages that Rawaf offered. There is Millennium, Ibis, Nesmat, Ahmar, Novotel, Tilal, Marriott, Ahmar as well, Tharwa al-Andalusniya, Dar al-Shuruq, Rafahiyat al-Masha'ar, Mawasim al-Ihsan, and Sama al-Juri. And for each one of them, there are pluses and minuses. Some of them actually, in our opinion, they don't have a plus, but they're there for financial reasons. But again, we understand what the American Hajj requires and what their needs are. So we chose the best 3 packages we feel are appropriate. For example, this Novotel is closer than Ibis. But we know during Hajj, it is close to impossible for you to get to Novotel. It's easier for you to get to Ibis and Nesmat al-Juri. So for that, we chose location here. For example, Rafayat al-Mashar is right here. Yes, you can also walk, and there are more businesses available. But this line is easier for you to find rides to get back and forth to the Haram in case it is needed, and for us to arrange something and organize something from this area. So when we chose those 3 packages, it was based on a lot of experience and other factors we took in mind. How to secure a spot is, of course, first you need to be approved. I hope by now everybody went online, uploaded their passport photo and their photograph, and hopefully they are approved. If you did not get approved and still pending for a very long time, at the end, we will mention something real quick so you can go back, inshallah, and resubmit things, and hopefully it will work. You need to choose your package. So again, the factors we discussed here, let's go back. Okay, so we went through budget, health, why Rawaf, and Hajj experience and recommendation. How to secure a package is you select your favorite package, and then you need to select 2 or 3 more options. Because what happens, like I said, there'll be about 30,000 people logging in from the US. Sometimes you may not be able to log in. Sometimes you log in, but you get kicked out. Sometimes it takes you a lot longer time to get your OTP within the 5 minutes allocated. That means you need to register for logging in again, and that could also be an issue. So it's going to be chaos. So it is best that you put your favorite package and then the other 2, 3 options. In case that one is sold out, you switch immediately. Remember, within the first 30 minutes, the 3362 are sold out. So you don't have the luxury of saying, oh, you know what, let me go shop for packages at this moment. That doesn't exist. Now, Majar al-Kabsh versus the Ma'ism. Majar al-Kabsh prices are not included in the package, by the way. Majar al-Kabsh is going to be extra as well. What's included in the packages are the Ma'ism camps, the faraway camps. Let me see if, okay. So the Ma'ism camps, as you see, here's where the Jamarat are, right here. And the Majar al-Kabsh camps are in this area. And actually, I'm sorry, in this area. Last year's camps, we stayed right in here. And in here, there is only 5,000 spots available. And those 5,000 spots are being offered to 147 countries. So if you, health-wise, cannot walk and you have issues walking, then do sign up for this. Because the faraway camps are in this area, right here, which is about 50 minutes to an hour walking one way from here. Then you need about 20 minutes to Stone. And then you come back all the way here on the bridge, excuse me, and walk all the way back and go to the camps. And that does take time, about an hour going and an hour coming back. The difference in cost is about maybe like $1,200 to $1,500, which is not much. But the availability is where the issue is. So if you, again, have health issues, go ahead with Majar al-Kabsh, because about 66,000 people will be trying to get the 5,000 spots. Again, we're working within the 10%. Actually, even less than that. 66,000 trying to get 5,000 spots. Many of them want to be near the Jamarat, which is in these camps. But if you have health issues and you want comfort or to be relaxed or for whatever reason, go ahead and do it. Because some packages, if this is gone, then you need to be ready to have your other option that it doesn't have Majar al-Kabsh. Because again, you don't have time to go and try to configure 30 minutes, 35, or maximum an hour. Everything is completely sold out. So have everything ready with options. This is the difference between Majar al-Kabsh and the Ma'ism. And you need to make sure to have sufficient funds in your wallet. You must have sufficient funds in your wallet because you don't have time to wire money and your credit card may reject the transaction and you don't have time to call them and wait on the phone and so forth and so on. So if the package is going to cost you $12,000, okay, then you should make it $12,500. keep a few extra $100. It is best that they refund you and you lose 2.5% of $1,000, which is $25, than you losing your Hajj completely. And avoid the GDS system if you can, which means we chose some of the Rawaf packages, those 3 packages, they have seats availability with it. That means you don't have to go and configure the GDS. The GDS, you're going to click on it and it's going to open up. It has the dates already. Then you're going to say search from your city and it's going to search. It's going to give you options available, not option available, price, different airlines. By that time, other people are booking the packages, buying them, and securing them, and you're done. So by the time the GDS gives you the flight and the price, it might be too late for you. And that's why a lot of people that want to go side trips, and they say, I'll try the GDS, you may lose the quota. It's sold out. And then you got no Hajj package because you're trying to figure out how you can do a side trip. The estimated purchasing package date is February 3rd. That means we still have 2 weeks, inshallah, from now to go ahead and register and get approved. So if you have any family or friends or anyone who wants to go to Hajj, but they haven't registered yet, please let them do so, because this is the right time to do it. Within 2 weeks, inshallah, you will get approved, inshallah. General guidelines that we tell everybody, because some people are going to the wrong website. You need to be with the hajj.nusuk.sa. Nusuk does have another platform, but it's not hajj.nusuk.sa for Hajj reservations. All registrations, all packages, all applications, all payments, with the exception of room upgrade and Qurbani, and we will talk about that. Everything else need to be paid through Nusuk. Your camp, your package, your airline, the taxes, the additional for the camp, everything need to be in your wallet, because in order for you to secure your package, all this money must be in there. And once you purchase, then we will move into the visa phase, but we will worry about that, inshallah, in our next Zoom session. And Rawaf will be the logistics company, the Hajj provider, that will be handling everything from A to Z, and including your rooming, transportation, meet and assist, moving from one place to the next, your camps, and everything will be handled through them. Our job here is to guide you in the US, to help you, prepare you, give you enough lectures, inshallah, and Hajj preparation after Ramadan and after all the purchases are done. And we will keep keeping you posted on our with updates on our Telegram, emails, WhatsApp, Facebook. And please do share it with family and friends, those are planning to go to Hajj. And we will touch a little bit about family and friends here for people that want to have join their accounts with other family members. So basically, this is, let's see what's slide number 8 and 9, okay. So some people, in order to secure also packages, you need, if you have family or friends that are going, and you guys are going with the same packages, that you guys can connect together and you fill up your wallets together. I mean, each can use multiple different cards. It's not a problem. Perhaps you can, let's say me and 5 of my friends are going. We can all be on one account, but if we don't want to, we can be separate accounts, but we can link each other. And all 5 of us can try to log in, and we can try to secure the packages, which will increase the possibility of all of us going to Hajj. they will allow per one account up to 8 members to be in one account. So if this account was able to break through and register, then 8 people will be going. The only disadvantage is if only 6 spots are left, but there is 8 of you, none of you is going to go. Unless the ministry will change that system, but it's either all or nothing. So it's up to you to decide whether you guys want to join hands together or not. But that's also a possibility of increasing the opportunity for 8 people or 6 people or 4 people to go together. Based on our experience, we never had issues with families of 4s and 5s. I never got up to 8, but I will ask around, and if anybody did and they were successful, we will update you with that, inshallah. Basically, if you are still been under verification for a very long time, what we recommend is to edit your profile again. Click on the name, do nothing, just click edit and close. Click on your personal information, open it and close, edit, just open and close. And then agree to the consents they have and click submit. Many people had this issue, but alhamdulillah, once they tried that process, they were approved. That's all I have left, or that's all what I have to discuss with you. So if anybody has any questions, let's see. Assalamu alaikum. I have my e-wallet topped off and I'm already configured my package on flight. So when they open on Nusuk sale, all I need to click. Now here's the issue. You can, if your flight is on GDS, whatever GDS is offering right now is basically like you're going to Google Travel or Yahoo Travel or Kayak. That doesn't guarantee the airline price right now or price availability. So the GDS might have it now, but is the GDS going to have it a month from now or 2 weeks from now? And that's where it gets critical. Which service provider do you recommend for 10-day luxury package? I honestly don't know which one has it. So you tell me which company has the 10-day and I'll tell you which amongst them to choose from. Salam, which package would Imam Bijaban be leading? None of us know which package we will be leading, unfortunately. It all depends on the number of people that signed through us. And it all depends, but all of us will be with the 3 packages. If we get all to go and get approved by the ministry to go, we haven't decided who is going to go in which package. But at least in the hotels, we will be available, inshallah. Okay, I did Hajj last year with you guys. I'm just wondering if I have to open a new Nusuk account to apply, or I can use the same account. Wow, that's a good question, Sister Fawzat. I don't know. Let me ask for you. The sister is asking, she did Hajj last year and she wants to apply again to go to Hajj this year. I'll try with the same account, upload and see what they tell you. And please do let us know. I don't know. How do I go about submitting the request? Okay. Sister Warda, inshallah, Fawzat will help you once we are done. Can you link after friends have taught? Yes, you can. And so, brother, my friend and I like to get the same package, but each has her own account. Can you please again tell us the steps? Okay, brother Kifah, if you can send an email to admin@hajjcouncil.org. I'm typing it right now. admin@hajjcouncil.org, and we will send you, inshallah, the steps to do that. The flight picked is the very first question I asked. is through the package provider. Okay, awesome then. If it's through the custom provider, then it's not a problem because they already, like for example, we specifically asked for 100 seats from Texas. And I know there are 50 available from Dallas and 50 available from Houston. And they're already paid for with dates and everything with Emirates Airline. So if you choose that package, then inshallah, it's already included. Just joined. How easy for it for an F1 student visa holder to get a spot? Just like easy as everybody else. It's not difficult. You upload, you have a permission to re-enter into the country, and you apply, inshallah, it should be okay. Type. If anybody would like to ask the question, not type it, please raise your hand. If not, we can just call it good, inshallah, and we will inform you of our next session. Meanwhile, anything we know, we send Facebook posts and Instagram posts, and we send it in our chat, on our WhatsApp and our Telegram. If you are having friends that are going to go to Hajj, or if your masjid is still trying to choose a group to go with, please let them know about our group. Our Rawaf guide is number 9973, and with the packages we offer. Now, there is one thing I would like to point to before we end the session. A lot of people would go and start choosing random packages. Rawaf, let's say, have 20 packages, and they go start, oh, you know what, I'm going to go buy this one. I like this hotel. I don't like this hotel. The problem with this is each bus is going to have 45 people to guide. And if the number of people from our group does not meet that number, that means you will be with somebody else. I'm strongly against that, because most of the people that we have are people that have been with us since we started, guiding, educating, updating, and we get to understand the needs of the people we're working with. Going with someone else that you haven't spoke to gets to be a little bit difficult. So for that, we don't recommend you just going and clicking on any package. Let your priority be the first 3 packages we displayed. Choose one of these 3, because this one has 1 non-shifting and 2 shifting, and we chose the best 2 out of what's being offered. Now, there could be packages that are being offered like 1,000 riyal or 2,000 riyal, $400-500 being offered less. But again, based on our 27 years experience with Hajj and serving Hajjaj, this is the best based on our experience that we chose for you. So if the price, do not let a couple of $100s be the deciding factor for you. Now, if you want to put package as options, so for you to select from in case your preferred package was not picked up, then that is fine, no problem. What matters is you do Hajj. And again, you're still going with Rawaf, inshallah, which is an excellent company. But to be more prepped and more accustomed to the people, and you have personal knowledge with the people you're going with, and you know who they are, it is best to choose from these 3 packages first, and then have options of other packages in case things don't work out. At the end of the day, we would still do Hajj together, inshallah, those 6 days. What is your WhatsApp and Telegram? Warda, Alicia, can somebody please answer this question for the sister? Jazakallah.
Yes, I'm going to paste that.
What is 168 preferred? What is 168 preferred? I don't know. Can brother Hassan, what is 168? I don't understand. Is that a package number for somebody else, or this is Rawaf 168? Please explain. Could you please tell me more about the GDS? Basically, the GDS, it's like right now you go to Kayak or any travel reservation site and you go put your gateways from this gate to this gate, from this date to this date. And if you want to, let's say, you are, even though Rawaf, the 101, they have seats from Seattle. But let's say you want to leave from San Francisco or Denver, and there is no direct flight that being offered from Denver. So you need to go Denver, New York, but you don't want to go through New York. You want to go like Denver, let's say Chicago or Dallas. So you click on the GDS system, that the option you have on Nusuk, and you start configuring your own package. And I strongly discourage for you to do that because you're not going to have time for phase one. And we will talk about why there is more than one phase. You're not going to have enough time to go and reconfigure your package by that, your flight. By that time, the quota is done. But the GDS, it will enable you to choose your gateway, to choose your airline. This year, they have contract with Turkish, Royal Jordanian, Turkish, Royal Jordanian, Emirates, Qatar Airways, and one more, I believe, Etihad, or maybe Royal Jordanian is not one of them. But they do have more variety options for you to choose from the GDS this year. Can I link the account with, which is outside the US? It depends. Are they on the Nusuk platform? And that's another good question. My answer is yes, but Warda, please make a note for this so I can ask Rawaf. But I believe yes. On the package, it says 165 on the package. Which company is it, Brother Hassan? Because it could be a package number. And which company is it? Are there non-shifting packages 16 to 19 days? It is hard to do it because what happens is the hotels, when they rent in block period. 25 Dhul Qa'dah to 1st Dhul Hijjah, 1st Dhul Hijjah to 4th Dhul Hijjah, 4 to 7 in Medina, and then 14 to 17 and 17 to 20. And in Mecca, again, it would be 1 to 4, all right, 1 to 4, or 4 to 17, 4 to 14, and then 17 to 20, or sorry, 14 to 7 to 20. So in order for them to give you a 19-day non-shifting, that means they need to purchase two packages, two periods together, and that will drive the price high. But I don't want to answer to Rawaf. I don't think Rawaf has a non-shifting package, or any company for that matter that have 19-day package. But please do email us to admin at Hajj Council. And if I see, if I know of a company that offers that, I would be more than happy to point you towards that company, inshallah.
السلام عليكم.
كم السلام ورحمة الله.
أنا قدمت ابن العام يعني محمد إبراهيم. حاولت أحجز عن طريق من الأردن للسعودية، من السعودية باك للأردن على الحج، لأني عم بدي أروح على البلاد. في إمكانية هاي السنة ولا الباكجات بس تضل مخصصات لليو اس؟
أنت ممكن تحجز عن طريق الجي دي اس أخي الحبيب. بتحجز تذكرتك على الجي دي اس عمان مدينة جدة عمان.
Okay. يعني the same packages that you have.
Same packages, yes. لأنك أنت you are a US citizen.
Okay.
But you will see the US packages.
Is there a way, like, I'm last year I wasn't so good with it. ما عرفتش.
Wallahi, no one is good with it. This, welcome to Nusuk. May Allah help us all.
Okay.
Look, the system is improving, but we're
Inshallah.
being the
Inshallah.
lab rats. I'm sorry to say it, but we're being tested. And
Inshallah.
at the end of the day, wallahi, what I tell everybody, subhanallah, I love Islam, but there are things that are fantastic in Islam, which is إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Our intention is to go. If we were able to, Allahumma lakal hamd. If we were not able to, still Allahumma lakal hamd. Because you don't know where the khair is. Our job is to try our best. And tawfiq comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Inshallah. I applied أنا من back home inshallah.
Allah يبارك فيك أخي. حياك الله.
I applied from back home. I'm gonna apply here. Whatever comes first, inshallah.
Allah ييسر لك.
Inshallah.
بإذن الله. بإذن الله. الله يجزاك الخير.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
حياك الله. طيب, I believe it means many people. I believe it means how many people. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. So and that Jazakallah khair, Ashraf, for clarifying that. Preferred 167, what he's saying is that there's 167 people are preferring this package. And again, the 3 packages we chose, I think we have up to about 300-400, which you will have luck with, inshallah. Inshallah. Package, no, there isn't. You will not. Leaving 22nd of May, what you need to understand, Sister Fawcett, is the last day to enter Medina or Saudi Arabia is the 4th Dhul Hijjah. So we cannot pick and choose. So we need to get attached to the dates that they offer, because the way they did it, they knew that that's the last day you can enter Saudi Arabia. 101 does not have group flights from New York and Washington, D.C. طيب, let me see. Warda, please take a note for Brother Calve. Forgive me if I mutilated your name. But let me look into it. There should be something from New York or D.C. And I will respond back to you, inshallah, after our meeting, our session is done.
Sure.
Okay.
السلام عليكم شيخ.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
جزاكم الله خير for your
حياك
time.
الله يبارك فيك.
حياك الله for your time and your clarification. You might already answered this question, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. So it's a technical question. So let's say I preferred the 202 package, and I'm planning to get this package, and I live in Seattle. So I see the flight gates here. Like I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 different gates, which is Seattle, one of them. There's just 16 seats front of Seattle or SeaTac Airport. There's, for example, 46 seat from O'Hare, Chicago. So when I add this package to my cart, and I do configure the package, and I choose Seattle, and let's say I couldn't for some reason I couldn't purchase this package. So when I wanted to go to option B, which is let's say 201, should I do the same exact thing again while people are like as you said, there's no enough time to configure. So how does that work?
You have option, Warda. You've done that more than I did. There is an option that says add additional packages to your basket. After you choose a preferred, you can choose a second and a third and a fourth, and I think up to 5. But you have 1 preferred, but you have 4 additional in your basket. So if your preferred is not available anymore, you just go and click on the second one and mark it as preferred, and you book it.
So so there's 2 different things: preferred or configured. So I have one already configured with the flight from Seattle, but
Okay.
I cannot configure 2 or 3
You
more than
cannot,
one.
absolutely,
Yeah.
you cannot. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm telling everybody, choose a package that has ticket in it, because you're not going to have time to go and configure through the GDS.
To be honest, I still not clear with what even GDS stand for, but what I know, if I couldn't get this package with the Seattle gate, is there any way, maybe this is a clear way to ask my question, is there any way that I can get the 202 package without flight? And once I get that package, then I can, if
You cannot
Seattle
get
is,
that package.
oh, I
Nobody,
cannot. Yeah, okay.
no package will be secured unless it's going to include
The
flight
flight.
and
Awesome.
the
Okay.
transportation and everything else they walk you through.
Alas, I think that answer my question.
And
So
that's what I
yeah,
keep telling everybody, when things are hot and everybody is trying to grab, by the time you sit and you configure and oops, that's also not available, let me look for my third preferred one, quota is done. And you
yeah.
guys need to remind me to talk about phase 2. Let's talk about phase 2. Normally the quota for the US is 3,362. Last year I was told different conflicting reports that the US got between 7 and 9,000 Hajjis. That means we got more than our quota. How did we get more than our quota? Is once our quota is done, the ministry shuts down our access where we cannot purchase anymore. But what happens, there are other countries that are on the B2C platform, the Nusuk platform, they do not sell. They don't have enough, the Muslims in those specific countries, their number is not high enough. So not all of them go to Hajj. The way the quota system works is like for every 1,000 Muslims, one is given, one seat, one Hajj seat is given. So there are countries where the number of Muslims in there is like, they only get, let's say, 60 packages. But just because they are Muslims, that doesn't mean they're all of an age to go and do Hajj, and not all of them are financially capable to do Hajj. So they only get to sell 10 of them. So they have 50 left. So they add all the countries that do not use their quota, and they give it to the countries that are having higher demand. US, Canada, UK, France, those countries, so they get those extra visas. So they do open the system again for a second phase.
I see.
And by that time, then we end up using the GDS, because again, all the packages that are going to be offered in the US with tickets attached to them, I guarantee you, inshallah, they will be all sold out within the first phase. Now, another way to secure a package for those, and I mentioned that last presentation, for those that can financially afford it, there are Saudi airline packages, but those are starting $18,000 and $20,000 packages. Those somehow are outside the quota system. And what I tell everybody who financially can afford it, shoot first to go through regular Rawaf packages, through the regular, companies. And if you could not secure a package, but Allah blessed you with the money, you can always go back and we can book you through the Saudi Airlines. But to begin with, let's not do that unless it's absolutely necessary and the finances are available. Okay,
Jazakallah
Samih,
khair, Sheikh.
حياك الله, Allah يبارك فيك.
If you have few more, like one more moment, just last question here.
Fine.
So there's as I mentioned, there's 8 different gates or different airports. So is it do I have high chance when I go with, for example, with the one that has more seats, like 92 seats for, I
No,
think,
but you see,
Houston?
the reason we put Seattle in for Imam Joban, because we have most of his people come from Seattle. So
Okay.
we added those seats. I highly doubt. I think even though there are 14 seats available from Seattle, I think it's a good chance.
Okay. Good to
I
know. Thank
think.
you. Jazakallah khair.
But I can tell you later on, inshallah, I will contact Rawaf and I'll try to find out which gateways, which packages are still being offered so we can shift people around. Like you live in Seattle, you said?
Yes. Yep.
So Los Angeles, same time zone, 2.5 hour flight. Los Angeles is an option for you. You take, a domestic flight and you go from Los Angeles. But
And I
let's
catch the flight
figure
from
out,
there.
and let us figure things out as we go, inshallah. We will contact Rawaf and we will ask them which gateways are being more busy than the other to give you opportunity. Because at the end of the day, people used to fly from New York to Los Angeles. They didn't care to just grab a flight to go to Hajj. But the first option is not, if you live in New York, your first option is not going to be fly to Seattle.
Oh, I
Because,
just get it now. So let's say I pick Seattle and I got the package, but then the Seattle flight is not available. Then I can just go to wherever gate and I can catch the
exactly.
flight from there. Okay,
Absolutely.
that's good.
Absolutely.
That's perfect,
Okay.
I think. Okay.
حياك الله.
حياك الله. جزاكم الله خير.
وإياك يا أخي. When selecting the package, should we choose everything, the main package, flight, etc., or the main package? Questions. Okay, when you select a package, you need they prompt you for the package, the camps, the airline, transportation, additional transportation. So you need to go through all that, what is required of you to configure that package and put it on your basket. Once you configure that, when they open door in February 3rd, supposedly, to purchase, all you have to do, if you were able to log in and go through Nusuk, all you have to do is just go to the basket, click on it, open up, and say pay, check out. That's all you need to do. So you need to configure the entire package and find out how much money that package is and put that money in your in basket. And I mean, in your wallet. And what I do recommend is to put a little bit extra money in. Okay, let's say you chose package 201 and package 201 is $6,900 and you configured it, right? And then, but 201, there are no more seats available. But 202 is your second preferred one. When you go to put 202, guess what? 202 now is $400 difference. You're not going to have enough time, based on last year's experience, or very slim chance to add more money to your wallet. So that could take longer time, and then the quota again is over. So I recommend that you put $300-400 extra, or even $500 extra if you can, because when they refund you the $500, you're gonna get it 2.5% less. So you're gonna get them $485, let's say. So I would risk losing the $15 rather than risking not going to Hajj. We don't recommend send this recorded sessions, but we will try, inshallah, this time to do it. If not, we will take the FAQs and the questions that were asked, and we put them on our FAQ section so people can benefit from it, inshallah. How many spots do we have in each package shown in the flyer? Hundreds, I think 300 plus. So there are opportunity for you to choose, inshallah. Does 201 and 22 have flights from Chicago? I don't have the... Warda, can you answer that question? Or anybody from the team? Let me check. Give me 1 second.
About, would it be possible if there is more people to allocate more seats on?
No, they're not. They don't. 202 and 201 from Chicago. 202 has flights from ORD. And so is 201 and 101. So all the packages I selected here, they all have seats from Chicago. And 101, you're right. It has ORD, LAX, DFW, and IAH. It does not have it from New York. But let's ask Rawaf and see if they can do for 101. Okay. The brother is saying no Al-Kabsh camp option for both shifting and non-shifting, only none. Warda, let that be another question we asked for Rawaf and send to Brother Hassan. How did we did not receive any refund for airline ticket from last year? You did not receive from airline ticket refund. It doesn't work like that. In order for you to book a package, you put everything in your wallet. And if you don't get your visa, they refund you the money. Did you go to Hajj? And please answer the question so everybody can learn. Would it be possible there are more people to allocate more? No, it's not. You cannot allocate more seats because everything is prepaid for, everything is assigned, everything, everything is there. So they can't add more to it. This is what the ministry did this year that they did not do last year. They allocated 62,000 packages for all the Nusuk system, 147 countries. And then they divided the packages into the 14 Hajj companies. Of course, the highest ranking companies got more visas than the lower ranked companies. So in order for them, let's say a company got 1,000 packages. They need to go buy seats for 1,000 people, Makkah, Medina, accommodation, and then they need to provide 100 airline seats, or people need to go through the GDS. That's the only way to do it. So they cannot add more airline seats because all the contracts are done, but you can go get from the GDS system, which again could take time to configure. Didn't receive balance from Nusuk. If you guys did not receive balance from Nusuk from last year, Sister Fawcett, you can use for this year. But for those that didn't go to Hajj and you did not ask for the balance to be refunded, Nusuk kept it for you because they're assuming you're going to apply to Hajj this year. And that's what a lot of people did. They kept their money, they didn't take it back, because when you have a family of 4 going and $20,000 each, that's $80,000 to take 3% out of that, that's a lot of money. So people decided to keep the money in. Well, if you didn't secure the package, this is very weird. You need to send the ticket to Nusuk, but nonetheless, do send us this. We will contact Nusuk on your behalf, inshallah, and we will ask them, but we will need your username, password, and also your passport information to call Nusuk because they will ask for that. We have direct connection, alhamdulillah, with them, so we can call them and try to find out how we can. What do I mean airfare is not included? That means the prices you see on the screen is only the land package, not airline package. So airline need to be added. It will tell you how much extra the airline is when you configure the package. So right now, let's say Rawaf 101 is $9,750. Once you configure, let's say you want Majarr al-Kabsh camp, it will become, let's say, 10,000, let's say it become 11,000, and then you add airline, and it will become like 14,000. You will know the price of the airline once you select that. وياك أخي حمزة. طيب, if there are no more questions, we will stop. We will definitely have many more sessions to come, inshallah. So, but again, we will keep updating you through social media and email. And hopefully, inshallah, if they will start in February 3rd, we will probably have a session as maybe early as next week if we have any new update to share with you. جزاكم الله خير. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. And yes, I will have Sister Warda send photos of the packages. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
Hajj, بس quick question.
تفضل.
إن شاء الله بتبقى it's going to be open like January 3rd? Or?
No, February 3rd. That's
February 3rd,
yeah.
yes. February 3rd.
That's what they say.
Inshallah.
But it could change. Okay?
Yeah, but you gotta keep us updated at the group, inshallah.
Absolutely, inshallah.
Inshallah.
It depends on Sister Alicia, inshallah. But Alicia will update everybody.
All right.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu.